it is an improvement over previous interventions in achieving the goal of malnutrition-free India. You have to write the answer in 150 words and for 10 marks. So the difficulty in this question is not so much that you would not get the resource to write. It's a simple question that can be answered through resource available at government websites. There has been a lot of coverage in newspapers about this particular aspect, as well as articles have appeared in journals such as Yojana. So sources, as far as this question goes, should not be a problem. What is the problem? The problem is, A, understanding the question itself. The question says highlighting the key features. So many of you would start writing about the objectives of this program, which is not what is required. What is required is the features which make it different from other interventions related with malnutrition that has existed in independent India. Right. And then the second problem that you will face is problem of plenty. Because there is lots to write, how much to write in 150 words. So these are the two basic problems that you have. So let's basically see what is it that the question is expecting you to write. So the question simply can start, the answer simply can start with a definition of the Poshan program. If you can briefly mention the objectives, fine. If you can't, you can simply write that Poshan Abhiyan aims at dealing with malnutrition or aims at creating a malnutrition-free India by 2022. That's it. And by starting like that, you might be under the impression कि बहुत impressive introduction तो हुआ नहीं. ये बहुत सारे students में दिखता है कि introduction और conclusion को लेकर they are stuck up. They want to write qualitatively very different introduction. That is not the requirement. 10 marks, 150 words. You have to quickly write and then move on to the next part. What is the next part? Then you have to touch upon what are the other interventions that you know of. So you should certainly know of other interventions in nutrition, such as ICDS, Integrated Child Development Scheme, most important one, supported by the World Bank, has been in India for at least the last 4 decades. And then you have other schemes which directly or indirectly deal with either child nutrition or nutrition of the mother, the pregnant mother or the lactating mother, whose nutrition has an impact on the nutrition of the children. And children generally, you know, are defined as the age group between 0 to 6. Alright, so these are the schemes which have been there. Now if you go to any government website, the criticism of government programs have to be from government sources. So any government website will tell you that despite or in spite the existence of such schemes, the incidence of malnutrition remains high in India. For example, ICDS has achieved certain milestones, but still in certain areas such as stunting, such as wasting, you would find that India is among the top countries. You can take the global hunger index, you can take any other index and say that, you know, much needs to be done. And then ultimately you come to the crux of the question. The crux of the question is, how is it different from other schemes? Ultimately, you know, there is always a buzzword in governance that you will find in terms of government schemes. Every 10 years, there is one word which would always be in fashion. So in one word, this scheme is different because it talks about convergence. Alright, that is the most significant difference that you will find in this scheme. So that is how you have to write about it. You know, first, the scheme has concrete targets. Alright, meaning now it identifies measured or measurable goals which have to be achieved in a time frame. That is how you will write maybe the first point, that it has certain targets. What are the targets which are there? It is there right in your answer. It has target related to stunting, undernutrition, or anemia, or low weight at birth. So basically a targeted approach is there. Now this targeted approach is to be achieved. The second feature of this program is through convergence, through creating synergy. Synergy and convergence between whom? Between various ministries which are involved, and secondly between the centers and the state. So this convergence is in the structure of this program. That is what makes it different. And then what is most important problem with most of the government programs till recent times or even now is, how do you monitor it? Alright, how do you measure the outcomes? So this particular scheme is based on real-time monitoring with the use of technology, right? And then other problem that you will find in government programs is who is going to achieve those goals. So you would find that Anganwadi workers have been identified as the frontline force, their work is to be incentivized. All right. Secondly, Anganwadi workers are incentivized to use technology so that their use of registers, the old mode of recording data, can be discouraged. So you have technology, incentivizing of technology, incentivizing of the workers, Anganwadi workers mainly. And then you also have incentives for the states. If states are able to achieve certain targets, they are incentivized. So in that sense, states are made a partner in this kind of a program. And then there is a provision for social audits, that not only government but also local communities would be able to keep a track on the outcomes of the program. And then the idea is to set up, in terms of information gathering, in terms of resources, nutrition resource centers. So that is what would provide help, skilling at the ground level. And then ultimately the aim is to make this into a Jan Andolan. That is the word that the government scheme uses. Mobilizing people to participate in this program and making it Jan Andolan. That is how this program is different from previous existing programs. Even though previous existing programs have had significant achievements, but much needs to be done. And that is why the integrated approach or convergence approach has been adopted in the Poshan Abhiyan. That is simply how you can write. Now, why is your answer always longer than what you need to write? Because that is what the UPSC is also doing. It is asking you to write in 150 words the answer for a question which is, worth writing a thesis on. A person can write a research paper on this. So basically that is what the complexity is, problem of plenty. But you have to be tactical. You have to realize that you are not going to write everything. So you need to address the most important requirement of the question, which is highlight the features and then through that prove how this intervention is different from other interventions previously existing. That is what the government thinks. That is what you have to talk about. All right, there was no intent of criticizing any of the government moves here. There was no critical analysis involved here. So that is something that you are not going to do. So it was a simple question if you keep it simple. This was the answer. This was the structure of the answer that you needed to keep in mind. Namely, first introduce what exactly is this Poshan scheme in 1 or 2 lines. All right, in 1 or 2 lines. If you want to write qualitatively better, maybe you will include the objectives as well, but then that would depend on your time. Then talk about previous schemes, most importantly schemes such as ICDS, and then acknowledge that in spite the existence of such schemes, instance or incidences of malnutrition remain high in India. Perhaps you can also cite data from Global Hunger Index, wherein India ranks high. All right, and keeping in mind, the Poshan scheme has been designed in such way that it can bring about meaningful change in a specific time period. All right, malnutrition free India by 2020. And then the features, what are the features that we talked about? A targeted approach, a convergence and synergy approach, incentivizing the use of technology, real-time monitoring, empowering the Anganwadi workers, incentivizing the states in achieving their targets, and making it a Jan Andolan. These are the specific points that you could have written in 150 words. इस क्वेश्चन का आंसर इस फॉर्मेट में 150 वर्ड्स में लिखना पॉसिबल है. इस चीज का कोई आंसर नहीं है कि आप सेटिस्फाइड हैं कि नहीं उस आंसर से. आप और भी लिख सकते थे, बहुत कुछ लिख सकते थे. That is not what UPSC is asking you to do. UPSC is asking you to do this. Don't mistake features for objectives. That is the most common mistake that people make. They would start writing about the objectives, that it wants to achieve this, it wants to achieve that. All right, it is asking the structure of the program. What is it that makes it better than the other programs? समझ में आ गई आपको बात? अगर समझ में आ गई और अगर कोई डाउट है, समझ में आ गई तो हम आगे चलते हैं. अगर कोई डाउट है तो you are more than welcome to raise your doubt. Then always highlight the terminology that you are using. For example, if you are using stunting, wasting, undernutrition or low birth weight, highlight these features because these are the technical terms used in the scheme itself. है ना, इस तरह की चीजें करनी है. बहुत ही सिंपल तरीके से ये आंसर हो सकता था. स्ट्रक्चर समझ में आ गया आपको आंसर का, कंटेंट समझ में आ गया आपको आंसर का. और प्रॉब्लम्स जो आप फेस करेंगे, यही प्रॉब्लम थी, इसके अलावा भी कोई प्रॉब्लम है? सोशल जस्टिस के जितने भी टॉपिक है उनका सबसे अच्छा सोर्स होता है गवर्नमेंट वेबसाइट्स। पीआईबी हम कहते हैं ना कि जब पीआईबी पढ़ना चाहिए, पीआईबी इस तरह की चीज़ों के लिए पढ़ना चाहिए। द गवर्नमेंट सिंपली स्टेट्स that this is the problem in light of which a program is being constituted. These are the objectives of the program. This is how the mechanism of the program stands at. This is the target of the program. आपको PIB के अंदर मिल जाएगा। और आपको आजकल गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया की बहुत सारी वेबसाइट्स हैं, है ना, mygov.in, इस तरह की वेबसाइट है जहाँ पे आपको इस तरह के प्रोग्राम जो फ्लैगशिप प्रोग्राम्स है वो सीधे सीधे मिल जाते हैं, फीचर्स मिल जाते हैं आपको। गवर्नमेंट वेबसाइट्स आर द बेस्ट सोर्सेस। ऑलराइट, एनी अदर डाउट? प्लस मई 2018 में योजना के अंदर इस चीज के ऊपर एक आर्टिकल लिखा हुआ था। ऑलराइट, वो आर्टिकल आपको क्या बताता? हाउ प्रीवियस एग्जिस्टिंग स्कीम्स हैव बीन देयर, दे हैव अचीव्ड अ लॉट, बट स्टिल देयर इज मच दैट नीडेड टू बी डन। बट आई वुड से गवर्नमेंट वेबसाइट्स, ये बहुत ही सिंपल फैक्चुअल क्वेश्चन है ना। नाउ